Hey there, everyone in social media land. This is Terza of the Terza Factor, and this is day 8 in my studio, and just wanted to jump on here and share a couple of things with you. I was going to be presenting to you today, or sharing with you the next steps for my sculpture, which I'm actually going to do in just a moment. But I'll be shooting another video. I am honored to be interviewed here at 4:30 Mountain Time, 3:30 Pacific Time by Teresa Walker-Lee. So stay tuned to Facebook for Facebook Live, or look for it again later. We'll be sharing it on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Instagram. So it's gonna be a blast. I'm actually going to be talking about my scarves and art in general. And here I'll just kind of flip around with me. I'll show you, oops, the other way around, sorry. Let me show you this setup because it's really kind of hilarious. So I've got my black backdrop there, and then my scarves, and some of the studio lights, and then my laptop over there, which is where I'll be doing the interview from, which is why I'm doing this one from my phone. And so prior to that, of course, I was working on my statue, which I'm going to show you here. And I did run into a little bit of a setback. So let me flip this around and share that with you. Here's my little statue that I'm working on. And the setback I ran into was I was going to be putting these fairy lights on first. And I had this all planned out of how I was going to do this. And it turns out that for some reason I'm not able to either glue or tape this wire on to this paverpalled fabric. So I went ahead and started on the next step, which I'm going to share a little bit with you here. So this is my silk fibers, and I decided to do this a little bit differently, not just in terms of the design, which is going to go all the way around and of course is going to make up the bulk of her dress and everything else. I'm also not soaking these fibers in the paverpall, essentially because I want to maintain their beautiful color and texture. But what I will be doing is part of the reason for doing the loops back and forth like that, is that I will be going in between each of those rows with the glow-in-the-dark paint, which will be, my hope is that it'll be invisible during the daylight, and so it'll just, be kind of what you see here. And then when it turns out to be night and the glow-in-the-dark powder is charged, it's going to light up in another completely unique way. So I may reconsider putting the fairy lights all together on this particular statue and save those for another time, or I may still try to put them in later. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. Invite you to come back a little bit later if you want to see more about my scarves. I did post a picture earlier of the alcohol ink tile that I created yesterday at the end of the day when I just needed to relax. And I may be posting those on some either scarf designs or shoe designs or something. I'm gonna play with that and see where that goes. But in the meantime, I hope you're having a fabulous day, and go share your wonderfulness with someone else. And we're going to chat again with you a little bit later this afternoon, and I will also see you again tomorrow with the next installment of working on this art project. Take care. This is Terza of the Terza Factor. You can find my scarves, classes, and someday you'll see this statue at theterzafactor.com. Enjoy!